This thing's weird. There, now it's turned on. Works better. Alright. There's some shit. Alright. Let's get back to where we were in this story. Okay. Hold on. Starium. Okay, so we need to go to Docile Deep. I know, it's been a while since I've been up here. I may make Wednesdays my Final Fantasy day. There's usually other stuff going on, and Fridays and Sundays I got World of Warcraft raiding again. Alright, let's see what's going on. If I remember right, we met the first Emperor of the Garlean Empire, who was an Ascian.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
I don't know, fisticuffs sound fun.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
I was just thinking about you the other day. How you been?
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Loran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Stuff all over my desk. I don't remember it being there. Okay. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Or Job, whichever. Might I ask you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It is a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal, very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, I doubt I'm not saying it right. We shall journey unto Fort Job, that we might secure this relic. Wait, all you guys are going? Okay. Have fun. Don't die. I have a feeling we're probably gonna have to break him out. Alright. So I'm going where? Fort Job is unattained. Because I haven't been there yet. Son of a bitch. Alright. Looks like I have to do it the old-fashioned way. I have to walk. Well, I'll ride a bike there, so. Queen's elect. Turn around. Wrong one. Oh. No, just me. How's the freaking one for? No. Damn it. Oh. Social. Oh, that's right. This one. I'll remember these eventually. There's a couple other people on. I don't know. Alright, bike time. Yeah! South of me. Oh, that's Port Gateway. Level am I at again? 76. If I remember right, the level cap was 80. Go away. You've discovered a new location. Isn't it grand? Fort Job. Job. Keep it. Hi, guys. Oh, that's new. Don't think I ever saw that before. Here, amidst these ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. What do I get out of this? Head cube. Wrong button. Doesn't look as dumb as some of the others. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as a testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fraudulent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sinner. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their God. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Rictica Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Right. You guys go over there. I'm going to go somewhere over here to this mender and see if I can mend stuff. You got anything better for me? Just looking. Nope. Let's see. Nah, it's all crap. Alright. There's the anchor. Ophelia. There's someone. Okay, how do we get downstairs? Must be way down. Ah, here it is. Orion J was there. Church of the First. Interesting. This is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the divine light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did what for places of worship? To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to the worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Ratica. Yes, indeed. 'Twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Ratica great wood that they finally found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The exarch knoweth full well that Ystala in her seclusion doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. 'Twas why he sent us here, I now see. What? Tablet which he spoke, no doubt, provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we'd better hurry up and find it. Yeah. So we may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target an area and inspect it. Alright. Let's see. Orion J. No, it's not him. Memphilia. No, it's not her. Thancred. Anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? Okay, so it wasn't him. Orion J. A fragment of Holy Scripture will most assuredly burst here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the Blessed placed the act of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whether then would they have sent the tablet? Oh, I guess it is Memphilia. Memphilia, what'd you find? I could barely see my hand in front of my face if only the torch were a little closer. Oh, there it is. Under the table. You have located a time-worn tablet. Hey guys! It's off there! Huh? What? Within the altar? Thus saith? Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeesh, shit, freaking gene, right there in front of your faces. Not escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are written a script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Yanks are understood of Estella only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for a journey onto the woods. Okay. Oh god, what now, Oriange? Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to communicate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent. Everything it touches foul. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Funny. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard and keepeth vigil at the Great Wood Fort. Matoya is her master in our realm. In our world. The source. Alright, so that would be this way. Use up there. Get up there. Excuse me 1 second. Alright, so I need to go this way. The XIV gate. That way. Do we get in? Well met! Traveler, what business brings you here? We're here to kill. Oh, okay, go on. Yes, of course, right this way. We're here to kill. Oh, I'm up to level 77 now. Nice intro.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. and so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Him again. The way he walks.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
To explain, our Asian counterpart meant enough to follow whosoever we lead. Worried otherwise, he would not suffer any overabundance of light in these woods. Sparingly, but prettieth every corner, and so long as the light warden remaineth, the sin eater shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessings come. 2 years past, a swarm of sin eaters did lay waste to the largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though so few did survive, they knew not how to go on. Wayward souls in the want of the guiding hand. For mercy, Stala had to provide of that which they sorted. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and that death shall bend our steps to Fort Hill. Game. Alright. Let's make a run for it. Which way is it? That way? Okay, so I go this way. Dang it. What's this one? Slitherbow? I'm afraid to fight these things. I just don't really want to waste my energy. That's not good.
I see little sign of recent activity. Or hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction? Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
These senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Senator Cooper. No, let's do that. It's too soon.
Perhaps they speak the truth.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runard, report.
Master Matoya! We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
have been busy since arriving in the forest, I gather, but I would hear the tale of your travails in a more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gnome yet to be built, and the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast, I will wait for you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. Yep. Wheelie time! I wish you could do a wheel. That'd be cool. Key. Slitherborough. There she is. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12's wood, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. So, do I just... No, you freaking cute. I'm riding. See how far I ride before it kicks me off. If it kicks me off. Hi guys. Over here, behind me.
Slitherbough is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
Not really.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come. I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
Be the best place.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
Yeah, I've already been through that a couple times already.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Quest complete. Yep. I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles, no. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alize and Alphinaud have changed since arriving here in the first. I'm not going to be that much of a dick. You're right, and after my untoward remarks of anger, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worse. I will have to speak with him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherrow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Okay. Runar! Big huge cat dude. Where are you? There's Runar. There's Urzaval. Dude, let's talk. Over there's some stuff. Over there's some stuff. Welcome, friend. Welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Just tell me what's your name. From where do you hail? Oh, I'm just a dude from another source. From the Castarium. I see. This tablet you've brought may help us find the Light Warden in here. Ratika! Okay. Well, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. It's gonna be like that everywhere. Would it be alright if I joined you? No. I mean, yes. Of course. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may have all perished in a great fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow many have come to find solace. That is not to say that we were not of those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is a smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the dark. But did you not hear this? You did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside within Southern Bow. To show reverence to the dark? In a word, yes, but fear not. It is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. God, if we have to dress like that, just kill me now. Alright, let's see here. Let's look around here. Out this way. Ingvar. Sorry, the last time I knew someone with that name, we had to kill him in the dungeon. Alright, let's see here. Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Vertica. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar. Yeah, I can't say it right. Tongue-tied. Custom, but is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity? Son of a bitch. Target. Kneel. You kneel before Runar. Kneel before Zod. The fuck was that? Your skin begins to tingle. Ooh. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? Tingly. I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said that their prayers imbue the water with a faint, dark energy. A prickling sensation. one's ever spoken of such a reaction before. I would say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspect of this border should have no discernible effect unless... By the gods, Mr. Torio was right. You are Sin Eaters! I jest. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. It's going to be this. Ellen Tuta. In the language of Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say, good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I would hate to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alina Tuta, and they will know you as friends of the blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Yeah, okay. Say, enter Alin Tuta to greet the villagers or something. Okay, this should be fun. First, we'll fix that. Now let's go. Placid Elder. And then... Elder smiles warmly. Okay, next. Who's the next one? Who is my next victim? I mean friend. Must be there. Bon dia. What the heck are you doing down here? Playing? Yeah. A newly come traveler, Alan Chisi, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. Silent serene as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. Right. Kill everyone. Kill them all. Kill them all. No. Just kidding. Kill. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Kill. I'm kidding. And then she see, welcome friend. I take it you will remain in those woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You will find poison in near everything you see. Fear not. Our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask it, and it is yours. Right. This way. Full speed ahead! Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There's still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see how they've built such a thriving community. Now it's time to destroy it. Yeah, or something. Someone's gonna die. Always happens. Your return. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It has been too long since we have had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Well, speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Montoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand... I'd rather not, man. I'm just here to kill. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. I have the task I have in mind is simple enough. Drink the water. All I ask is that you take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course, one of you can do the filling and the other the watering. Speak of Ursula. When you have finished, she will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. I'm so tired of yawning. I'll take care of that. I will see to your room and a warm meal. Right then, I'll fill you water. Quest accepted. This should be interesting. This was the only jug I could find which was small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. You need to hurry to the garden before the water leaks out. Contents leaking out. You will have 45 seconds to complete the task. Should you fail, return to Menthelia and try. Okay, go! You have watered half of the plot. Fetch another jug of water and take care of the rest. Son of a bitch! Excuse me. Was there enough water for the plot? About half. You suck. 30 seconds. Can I run faster? Cannot execute this at this time. Fuck. Run, Forrest, you fat son of a bitch. Okay. We're done. Get out of my fucking garden. Oh. Huh? What? You did what? Oh. Right back. Back! Alright, where are we at? Alright, well met, travelers. I've observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you needed something? Well, we watered your garden behind your back. You watered the crops? My apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering crops was always Tadia's duty, but she is no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We can plant something if you would like. There is no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. Have the blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Ratika Greatwood. I see you have read our history. There is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood, when their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth, they found new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond those burning skies and the sunless sea above. That is why we pray for the safe passage of wayward souls unto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity with the shade of those trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yilmar, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. At times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, in generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. Always work to be done. Whoops. Oh, okay. Done tending to the crops already. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Renard! I lost the market. You what? Sorry. In the woods. Pat, sin eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest, for mercy. They've yet to wander any closer to Slitherborough. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Todia's heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Oh, you son of all times for sin eaters to appear. Are you just going to leave him alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down, but if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about a stone? A few days passed, the child of the Knights Blessed was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters and the Lights. Corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Montoya called you Menthelia, did she not? Are you truly the Menthelia? Descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. Oh, there would be a third service after that. Gosh, I nearly forgot about Thancred. If he returns before I do... Yeah, don't worry, I'll go with it. But thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. The shadows. Okay, you stand there. Don't move. Don't move. Good job. Wait, which way did she run off to? Which way did she go? Which way did she go? Oh, god damn. Freaking job. I ain't gonna worry about this. Fifth way. It's an area we just left. Serving. Anybody else see it? I don't see it. There, the Sin Eaters. Huh? Ooh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. What are they looking for? I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. So we should split them up. Good idea. I'll draw one away while you handle the other. Thancred is so gonna kill me. Alright, bitch. You and me. Oh, come on. Alright, where are you, Ophelia? This way. The vampire vine. Hey, Gwendolyn. Oh, she already killed her. Where's she? Oh, there she is. Oh, why does she not look good? That's not good. There you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. I'm fine. Needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. Yes, jade. The color green. And I'll search where this person's standing. Oh, wait, never mind. Pile of leaves. Interacting. There seems to be no trace of the heartstone here. Damn it! You seen the heartstone? No. Okay. Oh, fuck! What a dusting. Oh wait, over here. There's another pile of leaves. It's not loud enough. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you better run away. You have any luck? You... The fuck? The hell? Alright, let's try that again. Beautiful. This has to be it. You know, you always said you were a man of many talents. I think I'm beginning to understand what he means. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. But we should hurry back to Slidborough. Rumar and the others are worried. Right. Chill. I'm good. I don't want to do any fates right now. Yo! Thank goodness you're safe. I'd be good if you're the worst. Have a cute cat. You. Now she wants headbands. All that is dark, you found it! We can proceed with our service as planned. These blessed gems have served not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea and the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Well, you know those bright Oh, I didn't unlock the other one. Oh well. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend to Dia's service as honored guests. There is still much we must do to prepare, but please go and inform the others it will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. The darker. Oh. Oh god. Meadow and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover our lost heirloom in the Elder Woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. We're Sin Eaters, and as long as he accompanied you, but do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little booger told me. And it's telling me now the metal has business with us. Something the matter. Yeah, we're going to a funeral. They've asked us to attend the service. Of course we'll go. It's being held in the dark, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Right. The darker. Where's the darker? It's this way. Hey. I am the Dark Knight. I am not Batman. Batman. It points it over at a nearby corner. I might place it. Over here. Okay, right. And you. Waiting. Where'd she go?
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin.
Mortal Kombat! Sorry.
I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. we entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Wonder what they discovered. I really need to rearrange this. Yeah, it's not the perfect setup, but I'll get it figured out. What am I doing? Sacrilege! Log out. Good to hear. Thanks to the XIV's gift, our next course of action is now clear. You know, let me get these before I forget. What is this? A leg? Huh. That's kind of neat. Oh, gauntlets too. Oh, it is gauntlets. Why can't they just show the whole dang thing? Whatever. Okay. Alright. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire, and it was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. You think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Zimaja? Indeed we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Rakan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins' protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Rakan text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I'm confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Satia, quite close to Slibro, in fact. The good news ends there. However, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the children of the everlasting. There's always a radical faction. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. No intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need to ensure that I will have enough time. I'm afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. Headbang. Before you even ask, the answer is no. If we're going to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Of course. Want to read a book? Then let us convene outside to the west of Slidborough, where the path diverges. Good. There's always a faction. There's always somebody that hates what they don't like. They just want to kill everybody. Let's go, Fenrir. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. Why not? A guard has been posted at Cleric to watch over the children. Perhaps he is ought to share of their recent activity. But we must tread carefully. there's a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them unto the sinless seed. I'd rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madness. Alright, stay close and... Stay close. God damn it. I love that. Stay close. And the gin. I'm going to get this 8-year current. I don't need it. Forest Flamingo! Dead? Okay. Dude, what the fuck, man? Blessed dark. Goodness, you are unharmed. Huh? Well, yeah, I'm fine. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You're an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange. What have you seen? At first, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from the flora and fauna. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? Could be anything really. If it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. Perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives, bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Till you find out the bees are just about as big as me. Really? I saw that. Fuck off. Interacting. What the heck? Monk. Well, that sucks. I don't have any way of raising you, dude. I'll kill you. Really? There's one. Really? Guard returns to the bro, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Sankard and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let's hurry before the bees begin to stir. Children's settlement is to the west, a place they call the Golden Hearth. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nests. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. The fates are never kind. The fates hate us. Told ya. Fates are never kind. The red chalice. What is this? Little settlement here. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? Yep. A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed, enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! Sounds like our plan is working. Still, it's quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. Well, guess we should kill them all. You should come to blows with the children. I'll see to it any signs of the struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy you still a little more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Well, I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of loafing about bored in the shadows. Come now, Thancred, the shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you both are ready, let's kill them. Okay, let's go, I guess, this way. Where's your stall? So I have to go in there. So there's no way of getting around them at all. Really? Oh wait. What's that? That looks like a path. Might be another path. There's another way. Am I missing something here? I am missing something here, aren't I? Oh, spit. What's that for a second? Go on, I'll be right behind you. Ow. That. God damn it. So we do have to fight the... Okay, whatever. Fine. Alright. definitely looks a little more prominent. That was something was added in. It seems to suggest this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Let's see how this goes. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? Interesting. At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. Would not like to come here a second time. It would behoove us to learn all that we can. Examine the mural walls and take note of what events they depict. You may move the camera and zoom in. Here appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in victory. Here appears to be very old. The ruler sits atop a throne, tended by their subjects. Wait a minute. Are those the Warriors of Darkness? They are! Here appears to be fairly old. The knight shields himself and their comrades from the approaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. That's them! That's them! The Warriors of Darkness from their world. They were the heroes. It's not darkness, it's light. The one in the center, it's faded. That's, what's his name? Maybe he makes an appearance here.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
Yep.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it? Compared to the others. Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Still the only one that can see him. I wonder if this has any reference to the other Final Fantasy games. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Metal, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire immediately before the flood. Vast to see consideration. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be a curator of antiquities. Yeah, sure. There is no calling on the task of those that knowledge may prove to be useful to us in the future. Alice. Alright. Let's try to slow down. After we return to you should rest a while, no doubt. We'll be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as you discover anything important, you'll be the first to know. Right. Teleport! I'm not going through all that crap. No. I don't feel like using those up yet. Well, definitely will not be killing Light Warden tonight. The way my time's going. Metal, the guard told me you left with Master Matoya to rule the Oath. No sooner do you return than she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will be ready soon. Big.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
They're dead.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
wondering if they were going to make an appearance. Meanwhile, in Ymor,
Lord Vorthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say, how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness, they have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king, nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin-Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin-Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Vorthree. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Oh, why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he... Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you've come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, but you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Terrible and vicious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance and pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. Fareth the Young Guard. Poison spread throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Don't blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. The children employed countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is nigh impossible to task. With the rest of the blessed, how have they taken the news of Yulmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose them and the children. Consider a convocation of all the knights blessed that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Montoya, I am truly sorry. We will not, cannot abandon our faith. But there's no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have the time to flee. Flee? I'm not one to run from my troubles. In fact, Metal's arrival, I'm minded to take the offensive. Morian's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the light ward. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Ratika, they would have no cause to remain. All of which is rather easier said than done, unless of course you finally deciphered that tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and with it we can prepare everything we need to enter Yaximilia. Much. What say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lies before us. leave the blessed in your capable hands, Your Honor. Very well. I see there is no changing your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? Maybe. Then this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Sumekta. While you see to that, Mentheli and I will remain here to help shore up Slothball's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. We can really do this sometime. I don't know what's been going on here. 2 hours? Yeah, screw it, let's do it. Basically straight out. Alright. There you are. Ready for a swim? No. The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins, beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle blocking mechanism rooted in symbolism of Runkard culture. Runkers to live in harmony with nature consider certain animals sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake portrayed as the protector of the wood, an arbiter of life and death. Below it were 4 others, each equal Corel, the colibri, the opal, and the wolf. Characterized as the bringers of liberty, word, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. To open a chamber containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to 3 of these beasts by placing one's palm on the monuments rotting in their image. And that this must be done in specific sequence. My interpretation is correct. The order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake, by strength you are nice prosper. Be as the Opa, rival thy kin, as all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. So snake, Opa, and wolf. Tablet says not in placement, size, or appearance of the monuments, alas. Hopefully, all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. Oh, bloody hell. I forgot. That's it. Control space. Yes. Okay, there's the snake. Alright. So I need to hurry and get to the next one. It looks like a wolf. Nope, that's Corel. No. That's not it. That's not what I want. Let's go this way. Yep. Oop, oop, oop. Yes. Over here. Way up. That's it. Awesome. This is. Doors, pedestal, down, secure inside your clothing. There we go. Find it? Yes. This medallion bears the battle insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt this is the sealed Ronka. Well done, now we can begin our preparations to enter the innerst. I'm gonna sweep this one down. Is it better or worse than what I got? It says 92, that's 92. It's 149. Oh yeah, I wanna equip this. It's ugly as sin. Really? It recommends that? Yeah, screw it. Probably couldn't hurt. I mean, it looks stupid, but... Alright. Do it here. Maybe I gotta be in a sanctuary. How about now? Okay, hold on a second. Let's see if it says. Yep, it does. I wonder why. More strength and crit and all that shit. Okay. This one. 22. Yeah, I look stupid. Oh well. Glamour here. Sucks that I can't. Oh. Hold on a second. That's not it. Where's... That's Reaper. Alright, that's why I can't do it yet. Okay. Did not take long for the woods protectors to find me when last I came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, there's no reason for us to let our guard down. And let us seek out the warden and put an end to his reign over these woods. If it's up.
It would seem we have found them.
You trespass upon sacred ground! Begone!
Wait! We did not come to! Stop! We mean you no harm.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Fuck off. I can't enjoy the music when it gets interrupted like that every 2 seconds. Okay, I probably won't get to the light work tonight. I would add the seal that we may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. There's no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is of proper size, and by its weight, it is plain as it was made of gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. Bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I am Almet, chiefess of Fano. You met your sister? Simet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you wouldn't come. I beg your pardon. These are troubled times for my people. Though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired of it after your journey. Come, take your ease. If you'd like, I will show you about the village, though I must warn you, it is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. Into the wood. Okay. Enter the sanctuary. I'm gonna have to call it a night here. So, I don't know when I'll get back to this. I will get back to this when I can. I really wish I could just plow right through all this, but I can't. So, good night. See you all later.